Hi, I'm Martin Amato, design expert and DIY consultant. We're here with Linda and Pat Sarb, whose youngest child is just months away from moving out. Now, they've had dreams of renovating their kitchen for years, but as you can imagine, with 6 children, it's just never been the right time. Let's get them started on this new phase with some simple kitchen projects that will make a huge impact. On this edition of SaturDIY, Moen Makeovers. So Linda and Pat, you both have been married now for 36 years. Yes. Congratulations. And you bought this house 21 years ago.
Right.
Now, when you first saw the house, Linda, you hated it. You basically ran out the door.
I did.
And why was that?
The house required way too much work, and I knew that with 5 children, it would be almost more than I could handle.
Now, did the kitchen always look like this when you first bought the house?
Definitely not. It was one of the first things that scared me away.
So what's the first thing that you did to the space to just kind of give it a minor update, if you will?
Just cosmetic. I painted myself.
You painted the cabinets.
And I painted the cabinets.
What would you say is the biggest challenge with how it looks at this very moment?
I would like to get rid of the countertops. Okay. The Formica is original to the house. Stains all the time. And then from there, being a cook, I'd rather have a better sink and faucet.
And for you, Pat, what would you say is...
I'd like to get rid of this behemoth in the middle of the
Yeah, you know what, I meant to ask you about that. Where did that come from?
A friend of ours does home improvement, and he had taken it out of somebody's house and asked if we could use a cabinet, and we said sure. And
so you basically needed more storage in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we both agree it doesn't quite look very good in the space. I am so happy that we're here. I think we came at the perfect time to make all of your dreams come true. One of the first things that we want to change for you is your existing countertops. So let's get rid of the dated Formica. It's chipped, it's not in good condition, and install something that's going to give it a much more modern and contemporary look. Now, you were talking about the sink and also the faucet. It just doesn't work for you. So let's go ahead and install in its place an undermounted sink, which is great for maintenance purposes. We are installing a new Moen faucet. It's in a beautiful oil rubbed bronze finish. Right. It's going to contrast nicely with the color of the countertops, and then also all the hardware for the cabinets. I do see you have shelving here with cookbooks, but behind it is...
family calendar, and kept track of what all the activities were with the kids and us.
So you don't need that any longer, correct?
No,
so why don't we turn that wall into a focal point in the kitchen and make it like a beautiful family gallery wall. So you can have family portraits, but you also have space to add even more memories for all the get-togethers you will be having in your brand new kitchen space. So I'll tell you what, these are just some of the ideas I have in mind. Let's go ahead and talk about them some more and actually show you the products we'll be installing to give this kitchen a brand new update for you both. Well guys, I'm super excited about this makeover today, not only because you both deserve it, but after 21 years, we all agree your kitchen needs it desperately, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Linda, one of your biggest issues is the countertop, correct?
Absolutely.
And we are giving you the solution with this beautiful new solid surface countertop.
I love this color.
It's going to completely update the look of your kitchen once it's installed. And if you notice, it has like these brown flecks in it, in the actual composite, which we're picking up to complement the new Moen Arbor faucet.
Wow.
It's the Arbor faucet. As you can tell, it comes in a beautiful oil rub bronze finish, and it has many different features that I think you're going to like. For example, it has a pull-down wand that you see right here,
which I can use to water my plants.
Yes, and then many different settings for the water flow. For example, you can have a stream, you can have a spray, or you can even pause it. And if you notice, we are complementing it as well with the Moen soap dispenser, so that everything coordinates and matches. That's really important.
Yes.
We're picking up the same finish in the hardware for the existing cabinets. We talked about turning the old bulletin board wall into a beautiful feature in the kitchen by having all the family portraits on that. Okay, so let's make it happen, guys.
All right, let's get to it.
Perfect. Here's a clever way to give your existing cabinets a new look without having to replace them, because we are working with a certain budget.
Right.
So this is a sample of what it's going to look like. Now, your old doors had a solid front in white, a little bit plain, a little bit boring, and then we even had a brass knob with a flower detail, a bit dated in appearance. So what we did here to give it a more updated style is add a piece of wood trim all the way around the edges. We did paint it white, and then to me, it just gives it more architectural detail. Of course, with the new knob and the bronze finish, It looks fantastic and it gives your existing cabinets a new facelift. Now this is only the first of many because, as I said before, it's only a sample. Let's go ahead and do the rest of the doors, and you guys are going to help me with that, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, Linda, we already turned off the water, and I know plumbing can be a bit intimidating for many, but Moen does make the installation of the faucet very easy. The first step is to go ahead and feed the supply line through the arm for the pull-down wand. That's perfect, it looks fantastic. Now let's go ahead and go underneath the cabinet. Now this is the Hydrolock connector, and all you need to do is click it in place, so it makes the hookup super easy. You can do the honors.
All right.
Perfect. Did you hear the click?
I did.
So all we need to do now is connect the cold and the hot water supply lines to your existing valves, and you don't have to use any Teflon tape because Moen already includes a gasket seal.
Wonderful.
So just tighten it first with your hand as much as you can, and we'll finish it off with a wrench. Great job. And you can tell Pat you did it all by yourself.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and recap all the projects that we did together to achieve this new look in your kitchen. Before, you had a bulletin board that wasn't being used.
Right.
In its place, now you have beautiful family photographs that capture special moments, so you can look at it each and every day. Now, I remember when I first walked in seeing this very big piece of furniture with a shower curtain on top for 10 years, and now you have this beautiful piece of furniture that's functional, gives you storage, and of course it's decorative as well. So multi-piece of furniture that I love on casters, you can move around the room. And I personally love, Linda, how we incorporated your love for gardening and plants in the new style of the kitchen by simply switching out the containers. Now, as we move to this side of the room, I remember the dated Formica countertops that you absolutely hated, and in its place we gave you a solid surface one in this beautiful neutral gray with the flex, and it completely updates the look of the kitchen. Now these are your old cabinets, but by adding the wood trim and the new hardware in the bronze finish, it gives it a new facelift. And of course the finish of the hardware complements beautifully the new Moen Arbor faucet, with many features to make your life super easy here in the kitchen as you're cooking in the oil rub bronze finish. It's really a beautiful focal point that ties the entire makeover together. So, are you happy with everything?
Martin, walking into this kitchen, we've done so much with so little, and it looks like a new kitchen, and we can't wait to show it off to the kids.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and we can't thank you enough.
If you guys want to check out more makeover ideas made easy, just go to the design and planning section at moen.com. Until next time, I'm Martin Amato for SaturDIY, Moen Makeovers.